Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, students. This is a October 25 1-1 variant, complete pure paper. So let's start. Set of values for the constant k if it has two distinct roots. So we have our three situations. Condition number one, when it cutting at 2 points. So number two, touch 1 point and no intersection. So here b square minus 4 is c more than 0. 1 4 is c equal to 0, less than 0. Now he's saying two roots, so we have to follow this rule. So b square minus 4ac more than 0. What is a value? A value is 3k, b value is this, and c value is this. So k plus 8 whole square, a value is 3k, c value is 3. So here I'm using squaring identity, first term square plus 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. Here I'm putting k in the first bracket, second k, and this 8 will come in next to bracket. 4 3 are 12, 12 3 are 36, 36k. So here I got a k square. Here 2 6 are 2 9 2 8 are 16k, and 64 and minus 36k. Okay, reorder. Negative 36 and 16 will give us negative 20 and plus 64. And what is our, we have a criteria 64. So 16 4 times 64, 16 4 times. And if we add them, you get the same. So k squared, negative 16k and negative 4k. Now k common from here, I got k minus 16, negative 4 common, and k minus 16. So, so I think so this part is clear. So now I got a k minus 16 and k minus 4. And when we, conditions is because we have k square positive. Do you know if k square positive will deal like this? When k square negative will deal like this. Now I will make this bell shape or parabolic curve. One time this equal to 0, one time this equal to 0. When I put this equal to 0, I got a 16, 16 and 4. So 16 is a bigger and 4 is a smaller. And how to read this one is a more. So students, what is the basic criteria? I just tell you quickly. If we have more than 0 or if we have less than 0, more will go outside and lesser we go inside. I think idea is clear. So more we go outside and lesser we go inside. So these are more, so diagram will be outside. How to read? K value is less than 4 and K value is more than 16. So I hope so the concept of the question is completely clear. Question number 2, a geometrical progression has a first term A. So A as we count is the A and common ratio is cos theta. And make sure theta is 0 to pi by 2. It means in a first quadrant only. In a first quadrant only. Okay. And it's given that second term is 8 and fifth term is 8, 1 by 8. So I'm writing T2 is 8 and I'm writing T5 is 1 by 8. So I'm applying the GP formula 2 times. A r to power n minus 1 and here same A r to power n minus 1. I can see this 2 mentioned, so that is why I've replaced every n by 2. A R2 part, okay, and replace T2 by 8. A as A and R is a common ratio cos theta. So this is equation number 1. Now what about this? I'm plugging 5. When I place 5, so I get a T5 is equals to A and R is our R value is 5 minus 1. So T5 1 by 8 a cos 2 power 4 theta. Question number 2. Because bigger power here is smaller, so I'm doing 2 divided by 1. So when I divide, so this up and this down, so okay, now let me show you. Let me show you one step. So a cancel, this power cancel, I get a cube, and this will slip down, I mean 1 by 64. And when I take a cos cube root of, okay, we get a 1 upon 4. Now students, and we know cos positive here and here. This ignore, I need this only. If I take cos inverse, and if I take a cos inverse 1 by 4, so 1.3, if you write a radians 3 SF must write. So 1.32 radians. I hope so clear. And now students, let's talk about the next part. Next part is exact value with sum of infinity, asking for 2 marks. And sum infinity formula is a upon 1 minus r. First term is, we don't know first term. We can plug in this value, plug in it here. So I'm writing now 8 cos theta equals to, sorry, a cos theta is equals to 8. Is equal to 8. And when I place cos theta value here, so I get here 1 upon 4. 4 multiplies there, I get a 32. So I got a 32 here. But how to get R value? 1 minus R. And R value, you know, variable students, common ratio. How to get common ratio? We have already given cos theta. So I'm going to plug in here 1 minus cos theta. And he's asking, give us the exact value. And cos theta can be replaced by 1 by 4. So 32 over 1 minus 1 over 4. So I think so, point is very clear. And then when I taken the LCM down, so I get up here 4 ones are 4, 4 minus 1, this one. So I'm getting finally here, this 4 flips up and over 3. So 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, over 3. And 120, he said exact value, and this is our required answer. And I hope so the concept of the question is complete. Question number 3, we have students. We have 2 expansions. You can see 1 power 4 and 1 power 5. And he's saying that coefficient of x power 4 is 216. So thing is, what is interesting here, I just tell you one thing. When you expand directly this one without doing a small change, okay, I think we can do open because highest power is there. So because x involved is first, so I will get highest power first will come from here. So let's start. First of all, I'm discussing. So what's the way? 5C0, 2 brackets. 5C1, 2 brackets. What I think so enough. Reason, px will come here. And 3 will come in these 2 brackets. And first bracket is a 5 and 0 subtract. And then 0 and 5 minus 1 and 1. Because I have seen that x power 4 is coming here. So no need to do further. So, this is no need to waste time here. I'm just writing the term or coefficient of x to power 4 is 5C1 is 5. This is the power of p and power of x n into 3. So basically I have to eliminate x. So I'm getting here 15p to power 4. Okay, now let's talk about second bracket. So I'm talking about x cube plus p by x. Now here we have to do carefully 4C0 to bracket 4C1 to bracket. Let's see now. X to power 3 and p over x. X to power 3 and p over x. Here 4 minus 0, here 0, here 4 minus 1, here 1. So check it here, 3 3s are 9. Out of 9, 1 gone, I will get 8. What about here 12? Out of 12, okay, it means still we have to go one more term, 4c2 and x to power 3 here 4 minus 2 and here p over x to power 2. Check it, this is a 2 and 2 3 is a 6. 6. Out of 6, 2 gone 4. It means our concern term is here. So I am taking here again coefficient, or just first you write term x square term, or term involving x square. Term involving x to power 4. No need to waste time here. 4c2 is, I think, so 6. So 6 times 2, and what is here? 2 3s are 6. So I get a x to power 6. P square over x to power 2. Now I'm writing coefficient of x to power 4. I will not take x because out of 6, 2 gone, 4 comes. So I get is equal to here 6p square. Okay. Now according to criteria, there's a negative sign in the middle. Basically first terms and minus second term. So here from here I'm getting this, and from here I'm getting this. So when I collect them, when I will collect them, so basically this negative sign come beside of it. So I'm writing here, he's saying the coefficient is this 216. So I can say here this minus this equal to 616. So 15 p to power 4 minus 6p square equals to 216. I believe this point is very, very clear. Some student miss this negative sign. So first of all, 15p to power 4 negative 6p square negative 216 is equals to 0. Okay, I can apply quadratic formula by saying I can do directly, or I can say p square is equals to k. So this becomes k square, here becomes k and negative 216. Okay, I can apply quadratic formula or factorization. Negative b plus and minus b square minus 4a into c by 2a. Minimum, this working you have to show. Okay, when you show this working, after that, you can apply, even you can use the formula available in calculator to save your time. So when I check it, I got two answers of k, negative 18 over 5 and 4. So when I plug in it here, which is not possible because p square equal to negative, when I take a root, it is not possible to calculate from here. But when I take it here, so it will give you positive and negative 2. But we have to look on top. Maybe he has given here positive constant. So basically I'm getting positive and negative 2. But as he said, no, positive constant. So I will take only 2. And I hope so the concept of the complete question is very, very clear. So question number 4, we have to convert this into this format, completing square. So we have two ways, but the way I like, first you just rearrange them in order. Then you must take negative common to make x square positive, and both sign positive, and keep one outside. You can take common from all three, but one is also okay. And what is a half of 6? Half of this 6 is 3. So take square of that number. So one time add and one time subtract. Okay, plus 1. Then I'm going to complete inside. These three terms will combine and merge and give us completing square form. And here 9. Negative 1 multiply here and multiply with this number. And I get negative x plus 3 whole square plus 10. Plus 9, sorry. And I get finally 10 minus x plus 3 whole square. So completing square is done completely. Okay. After this, what is that graph? This is transformed to this graph. So it means this is called a parent graph, a parent curve, and this is child, and reflection followed by this translation. So first reflection and then translation. And he asks in detail of reflection and determine MN value. Before I start, I just tell you reflection concept. If you want to reflect any curve, let's say at this part of curve, you want to reflect in x-axis. So what happens? This point, x remains same, but look at here, for example, 3, y value is 4. But when reflect in x-axis, so its value is turned to be negative. It means basically you are multiplying whole equation with negative sign and y values becomes positive. So it means if I say that, because first we have positive x squared, but now you can see, even you can see on top, and this is a negative x squared. So when you find that x squared positive and here negative, it means it is, we can call as a, that reflection in x-axis. Now you may ask one question, what about y-axis? So when we reflection about a y-axis like this diagram, so this is a y coordinate will not change this time. So for example, so we replace x by minus x. We replace x by minus x. And that equation will give us reflection in y-axis. And the previous is okay, here I multiply throughout with a -1. There's a rule of along x-axis reflection, but replace x by minus x, we replace is called reflection y-axis. This is done. Now, what about this one? So with that condition, we must need a special format, which I'm writing below or writing above, even no problem. X negative -3. You may ask why I put negative two negatives, because this negative was of fixed formula. And if this is a positive 3, it will go right side. If it's negative 3, it will go left side. So very clear, it is going left side, and this is a positive 10. So it's going upwards. So it means this, we can say clearly the upper part is negative 3. So we have a translation by column vector negative 3 and 10. So negative 3 and 10. So we can say that m value is negative 3 and n value is positive 10. He was asking for values of mn. So I hope so the concept of the question is completely clear. Question number 5 we have, and we have to prove left side equal right side or right side to left side. So what's the tan, students? Tan is sine or cos. Because power 4 we have, so writing 4 power 4 and -1. So left hand I'm starting. So after this, what is LCM? You know it very well. LCM is cos 4. This match. So upper value sine 4 copy. There's no match under it, so it will multiply. So we get here what, students? Cos 4 theta. Now, student, we have to convert into this form. So 4 not required, square required. If you remember a squared minus b squared property, so this is a square of a and this is a square of b. So 1 time a plus b and 1 time a minus b. If you multiply these two, you must get a top function. So same story here. So I am writing square. This is a sine squared theta and minus cos squared theta. Same technique I'm applying. So, and divided by cos remains same, cos 4 power. Now, one time these two values add and one time subtract. So look, I'm writing sine squared theta plus cos squared theta and sine squared theta minus cos squared theta. And down, I have a same. Okay, all of you familiar, sine square plus cos square is 1. So this gone, and ultimately what left with us? Sine squared minus cos square left behind. Okay, here I'm writing 1. You write this one or you don't write 1, no problem. Okay, now is the question done? Not at all. We are looking for completely cos. So sine square is not required. And what is sine square value? You know it very well. Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is 1. If I bring cos square on the other end, so sine square is equal to 1 minus cos square basically. So this I'm replacing it here. So when I replace here 1 minus cos squared theta and 1 cos squared theta is already available. And down I have 4. So finally I got 1 minus 2 cos squared theta over cos 4 theta equal to right hand side. So I hope so this part is very clear. And now he's asking to solve this one. Check it. Is this bracket value same like that? Exactly. Can I replace this by this one? Why not? So I am writing cos squared theta as it is, but whereas this bracket value same, so I'm copying this here. So this, let me write it here. Completely this, I'm copying and I'm pasting here. Is equals to 7. Now, students, you can see this power 2 and power 4. So they will cancel out completely and power become 2. So 1 minus 2 cos square theta and this cos square multiplied there. So 7 cos square theta. It goes on the other side. So I'm getting 2 or add, so 9. So I can say 9 cos square theta is equals to 1. After this, I will have two options. 9 will go down. Cos squared theta is equal to 1 over 9. And one time, if I take a root, so one time positive 1 by 9 and one time negative. So I have two options now. I have two options, students. So cos theta is equal to take a root. Okay, when I take a root, I got a positive 1 over 3. So one time positive and one time negative. Okay, now I have to focus because we have to focus the first two quadrants. 180 means first two quadrants. So cos positive here and this out of range, this in range. Negative here and here, this out of range, this in range. Here I take a cos inverse. But here I will take a cos inverse. Don't take a negative sign. Same values. Okay. And make sure degree mode. So when I take a cos inverse, 1 over 3 is turned to be 70.5. Here also 70.5. So 70.5 here, 70.5 here. So this is our required answer, 70.5. But here 180 minus. Look, I show you 180, 180 full and minus that. So when I subtract, so I get what 180 minus 70.5. So when I subtract, students, I'm getting 109.5 degree. So I hope so the concept of the question is completely clear and full question is over. Question number 6 we have function is given here and x is more than 0. This domain and this is a x belongs to real number also domain. He asking range. Before I go for the range, I will sketch. Without sketching, if we try to solve very hard, okay? So how to sketch it? Because power 2 and power 2 and under power 2, whatever put equal to 0, I get x is equal to negative 3 and y value is negative 12. So basically turning point. So positive x square. So positive x square, we have this kind of curve graph. And turning point is x is negative 3 and y negative 12. This is a stationary point. But if you look at carefully, he's saying don't start from this turning point. This one start from 0. So if you check it, this is a number line I'm showing here. This is a negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0. So it means we have to go up, up, and stop. So this point, this part of curve, we need it. And this y value, we need it. So 0, I'm going to plug in there. So when I plug in 0 there, 0 plus 3 whole square, negative 12. I got 9 minus 12, I got negative 3. So basically, y value is more than equals to negative 3. So the range is turned to be, you write y is more than equal to negative 3, or you write f of x is more than equal to negative 3. Both are correct, okay? So range is stand for f of x. And yeah, I think clear idea. Next part, inverse function. Can we, okay, we have to need a completing score, and luckily is given. So replace function by y. So this 12 will go there. Switch the side, left become right and right becomes left. And while switching, not a single sign will change. So take a root of the both side. When take a root of the both side, I must get a positive or negative sign here. You see? But hold on, 3 will go on the other side. But do you know, students, now interchanging, x become y and y become x. And finally, do you know, students, we have need a one sign, because one-to-one function inverse only possible when function is one-to-one. And how possible one-to-one? So we need a one part of graph, because as he said, more than 0, so we need a right part of graph, and right part of graph we always have a plus sign. So I'm right here, as x is more than equal to 0. So inverse function, I am getting it here, negative 3 plus x plus 12. So I hope so the concept of the question is completely clear. And now let's talk about the lower part, last part of the question. So what is a g f of x? Basically, we could go from right to left. So f will go in g. So I'm copying first g function. Okay. Now, students, how many x's both sides? I will leave empty spaces, but for sake of understanding, function f will name will come here and value will come here. So I'm writing now here because I need some space to write. Here I'm writing f of x, and here I'm writing the value, and f x value is this. X plus 3 whole squared negative 12. This completely replaced by 69. So 69 comes here, and 2 multiply inside a bracket with the here and with that number. So it will turn to be this. Some students try to expand the bracket, but just as a teacher, don't expand. It's 29. 29 goes there, and 69 and plus 29, it gives 98. So I can say 2 times x plus 3 whole square equal to 98. Divide by 2, I get what? 49. So 49, and don't expand the bracket. I will take a root of the both sides. X plus 3 equal to positive and negative 7. So I have two answers, two possible ways. 1x plus 3 is equal to 7, and 1x plus 3 is equals to negative 7. So 3 goes there, we got a 4. And 3 goes there, we got a negative 10. Let me check again. 7 minus, yes, I hope so. The concept of the question is completely clear. Yes, student, we make a one correction only, that we got at both answers, but look at on the top, positive answer. So we have to ignore the last answer. So this is, we should not take it, ignore, disignore. So always keep your, this kind of question, always concentrate on your, what is called domain. Okay, that is a very important. I hope so the concept of question is now completely clear. Question number 7, students, we have a diagram shows a sector of circle, center O and radius R. Shaded region is bounded by the chord AB. Where's the, it's called chord. This straight line, this is called chord, make sure. And size of angle AOB is 2 pi by 3 radians. And make your, convert your calculator in radian mode, make sure. And we find our area shaded portion. How to find the shaded area portion? So shaded area. So shaded area is very clear. So clear planning, sector area, minus triangle area. So this is angle, radius, radius, and angle. Formula I'm writing half r square theta. And what's triangle formula? Have a into, let me write first, a into b into sine theta. Now I'm going to plug in the values. Radius is r, theta is 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3. Same here. R times 2 r into sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, now, and please convert, make sure calculator must be in radian mode. And sine 2 pi by 3 will give you this answer is, we can write in a root 3 by 2. Okay, root 3 by 2. Okay, root 3 by 2, and this is our r square common out. So I can take half common out, r square common in the bracket, 2 pi by 3 and minus root 3 by 2. But he said convert into this form. So I must type all together except r square. So when I type it, so 2 times 2 pi divided by 3 minus root 3 divided by 2 and divided by 2 once again. When I type except r square, I can't type a typo because I got a same answer, 0.614, r square proved. So I hope so the point is very clear and shaded area idea is done. So this part is done. So let's go for next part. Next part on the next page, we have given here that it is given the radius of the circle is increasing at rate. Whenever the rate comes, this is just representing, students. Let me tell you, d over dt is called rate. But he said radius is increasing rate. So it means dr by dt is given 0.4. Okay, and he's asking the rate of increase of area. So basically, when you are rate of increase of area, so he's asking dA by dt is our job to find. So I'm applying by chain rule. So when more than 3 variables involved, check it in this question. One number variable is area, radius, and time. So when more than 2 variables involved, we always go for chain rule formula. So how to apply chain rule? What is my job? dA by dt. I'll start. I'll write always 2 fractions. This comes in the first numerator, and this goes in second denominator. So A and T gone. What left? R. R will come here. Let me write different color. So dr. So this value I have already. What is missing? If I get this r, my question will finish. Now I bring the previous answer, which I got it in the previous page. I think so, 6.614. So I'm bound to find dA over dr. So I have to differentiate, students. dA over dr. So 0.614 untouched. So 2 comes down and power 1 less. But he said when r is 20. So I am going to plug in r is equal to 20. So dA by dr. So 0.614 into 2 times 2, 20. So when I do this way into this one, so I'm getting here 24.5673. And he he asks us to find 2SF. This value I will take from here, and this value I will take from there. So 24.5673 times to 0.4. And when I do 0.4, so answer dA by dt turns to be 9.8269. He said 2SF. I don't want, I can't add. So 9.8 is our required answer. Area units, you know it very well, is centimeter square per second. And this is my final answer. Same way, we have one more part. He is asking rate of increase of arc length. Arc length means ds by dt is our job to find. Okay, and again 2SF. So what to do, students? So this top line is applicable on this part as well. So I have, it means dr by dt. I have 0.4 available. So again, by chain rule, make sure this time S or three variable involved. So by chain rule. What is my job to find ds by dt? Again, I write two fractions. The ds comes here and dt comes here. And dr here. But is the question done? No, not at all. What is arc length formula, students? S is equals to r theta. And r and the theta, if you go back, is the angle and the shape is 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3, I'm using here 2. So 2 pi by 3 times 2r. This r comes from here, angle here. So I'm going to differentiate the s by dr, and differential r becomes 1. So 2 pi by 3 times 2, 1. And no value to replace the r value, which normally plug in 20 last time. So this value I'm going to replace here. So 2 pi by 3. And this value we have 0.4. So when I 2 pi divided by 3 into 0.4, my answers turn to be 0.83775. And he said 2SF. So I don't want, so I will add 1. So ds by dt is 0.84, and arc length is centimeter per second. And I believe the concept of the question is completely clear. Question number 11 now, sorry, 8 number now, he's asking area shaded region. So we have two ways, but actually let me show first one. So shaded area. What is the basic formula for the area? Area formula is x1 below, x2 up, and y dx. So if I'm looking for the shaded area, so basically rectangle area minus the white part I have to eliminate, and that is a curve. So rectangle area minus the curve area. Rectangle area we can find easy way in length into width. So 9 times 2, 3/2. And what about the curve area with this formula? Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 9, and y curve is given here. So 0 to 9, and I'm writing here half a root of x and dx. So this I've got a 27/2. And what about this? Half I can bring outside, increase the power by 1. So half is already 3/2 over 3/2. These two cancel out. Reason 1, 2 up and 1, 2 down. So I can say 27/2, and this 3 can go outside 1/3. Inside 9 to power 3/2 and minus 0 to power 3/2. So I'm getting here what, students? So 27/2. And basically, if you check it, 9 to power 3 divided by 2 gives us 27. 27 divided by 3, I got a 9. So I get here 9 here. And 27 divided by 2 minus 9, I'm getting here 4.5, or a 9/2 unit square. So I hope so, very clear. Second way, if you want to find out the line area, so same criteria, but only put it here 0 and 9, and line equation is what? You don't know, I tell you. If you don't know, this is called y is equal to 3/2. So I'm writing here 3/2. If you integrate, students, you get again same 27/2. So it means you line integrate or you do this way. Both are correct way. Again, let's go for next part of the question. So students, part B, we have the station region rotated through 360 about y-axis. So exact volume we have to need to find. So how we can do, students? First of all, must know the formulas as I said before. So area formula about x-axis is x1 x2 y dx. But if the area above this x-axis, but if we're looking for the area about y-axis, then what is the formula? So all variable will be replaced. So x1 become y1, here y2, here x, here dy. You see, every variable is like a interchange x with y, and y becomes x. Same volume. So what is the x-axis? So x-axis, around x-axis, volume formula is basically same formula. Look, x1 same, x2 same, y same, dx same, fully same. But what is the new part? Pi outside and square of y. But if the formula about y-axis as is required in this question, so what we will do, inshallah, the volume, again, everything variable reversed. And after reversing, like here x, here dy, here y1, here y2. So pi outside and square of x. So we need to first of all make a make a here x subject. How to make x subject, students? Of y is equals to half root of x. 2 multiply left side, we get this. Squaring both side, 4y square equal to x. So this is x required, so we can copy this in the bracket. Or yes, exactly. It's the cis they put in the side here. So we are looking for this shaded area about y-axis. So lower limit is 0, upper limit is 3 by 2, and x value is this, which we're going to replace. So I think the idea is very clear. So I'm writing the formula first, and then I'll move on next. So volume is equal to pi times 2 here x square dy y1 y2. Then I'm using pi, lower limit 0, upper limit is, I think so, 3 by 2. 3 by 2. Here I'm writing 4y square and square and dy, sorry. So I think the question is ready, and I'm going to shift this on a next page. So there's a story we have, and he asked exact answer. So how to do it, students? Square of this 0, 3 by 2, 16 y to power 4 dy. 16 you can bring outside or keep inside, no problem. Increase the power of y 1, 5 over 5. Elements are very clear, 0 to 3 by 2. So 5 I can bring out under 16 pi or keep inside. Both are easy. And here 3 over 2 to power 5 minus 0 to power 5. And now, because he is asking us exact, so we can use calculator, but I think it's easy because power, so we got the answer 243 over 10 pi unit cube because it's giving us the volume. So I hope so the concept of the question is very clear. Question number 9, students, we have here an arithmetic progression has a first term 2. So first term is 2. And common difference is d, so d is equals to d. And sum of the first n term is Sn we represent, okay? Given that S minus 2 this, S4, S9 are the first 3 terms of second arithmetic progression. So it means if we check it, students, so he said this is S9. So first of all, I will find out the sum formula. Sum formula is very clear, S by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times 2d. So we'll go for to find all these values. Okay, first of all, I'm looking for S2. So I replace every n by 2. I got S2, this 2 by 2, and E replaced by 2. Again 2 minus 1, and common difference is D. So S2, I'm getting these two cancel, and I'm getting 4 plus D only. Okay. Then I can find n is equals to replace by 4 throughout 4. So S4, if we check now, S4 is equal to 4 over 2, 2 times to 2, and plus 4 minus 1 into D. And S4 I can find from here 2 outside 4 plus 3D. 2 fours are 8 and 60. This is done as well. Now I'm looking for n is equal to 9, sorry, clearly mentioned here. So S9. So 9 over 2, again replace in this equation. 2 times 2 plus 9 minus 1 into D. S9. So I got 9 over 2 inside the bracket 4 plus 8D. So I think if I multiply 2 inside, so what is S9 I'm getting? 2 2s are and 2 9s are 18. And 2 4s are 4 9s are 36D. So I got this one, and now read the statement once again. It's given that S2 minus 1, S4, S9 are first three terms of second arithmetic progression. Basic criteria whenever three term, for example, for at first term is, I just give some example to understand. 2 plus 3 give us 5, plus 3 give us 8. So these three terms are in AP. So what's the criteria? You can check it. 8 minus 5 is same answer, 5 minus 2. So basically we are doing T3 minus T2, T3 minus T2 is equals to T2 minus T1. So this is a formula, okay, to get to solve this kind of question. So he's saying that S2 minus 1 comma S4 comma S9 are the first three terms. So in AP they are in an arithmetic progression. So what I can say, students, so first of all, this I'll bring it here. So I got a 4, and when I copy 4 plus D minus 1, comma 8 plus 6D comes from here, comma 18 plus 36D in arithmetic progression. Okay, our first three terms, let me check. He said that first three terms. So this turns to be is basically 3 minus t. So I'm erasing now here, or I'm writing below 3 plus t. 8 plus 6d and 18 plus 36t. Now I can say T3 minus T2 equal to T2 minus T1. So this 3, I'm copying now here. 18 plus 36D minus 8 minus 60. Why minus both? Because outside minus, that is why. 8 plus 6D and minus 3 minus D. So this is you can see, you can check it. I bring all D values on one side. So from 36, subtract 6, again subtract 6 and plus 1. I get a 25D. Now I bring all numbers right side. So already right hand side 8 minus 3 plus 8 and minus 18. Minus 18. I get negative 5. So D value tends to be negative 5 over 25. Then it turns to be negative 1 over 5. I hope so. The concept of the question is very clear. Second part, we have B students. Find the difference between the values of 15th term of the two APs. So 15th term, we need to find both. So AP number 1 and AP number 2. So, first term is 2 here. Okay. and the common difference is D. Here, first term is we got on the previous page. Let me find out. So I can replace now, but first, before replacement, I copy this all values. And D value negative 105, negative 105, negative 105. So these are, you have it. D is equal to negative 105. So if I replace students, so 3 minus 105, 1405 is the first term. Okay. And 8 plus 6 times 2, negative 105. So it's giving us 34 over 5. 18 plus 36 times 2, negative 105. I'm getting here 54 over 5. So these are first three terms. Okay, and he said that find a difference between both terms. Okay, 15. So first of all, students, what is the technique to do? And we have a D value here, same. So D, I plug in here. So what is the, now, because looking for what? Difference between the values of 15th term. So I'm going to find both. So what is formula? Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So this formula, copy and paste both. Okay. So first of all, I'm looking for every n replaced by 15. So T15 is equals to A values 2, here 15 minus 1, negative 105. So I'm going to check it 2, and this is a 14, negative 14 divided by 15, 5, sorry. Yes, okay, 14. And we are getting this answer negative 405. And now, students, we are going for, and what is the first term here, students? You know it very well. I'm looking at replacing 15. So T15 is equals to, first term is this, 14 over 5, and 15 minus 1, and common difference we have already 4. Here common difference 4 because this minus this. So we got a 4. And 14 over 5 and plus 14 times to 4. So in fraction form, I'm getting 294 over 5. And we are looking for difference of both. So difference of both, and if we subtract them, both the difference. So what is difference turns to be, students? 294 over 5, 94 over 5, and minus 4 over 5. So value is turned to be decimal coming 59.6. Okay, I hope so. The concept of the question is very clear. Question number 10, students, we have circle has equation this and straight line this. Intersection of line 2 points, so find the coordinates. So it's very simple. I'm going to replace this in the equation of circle. So two possibility, either x subject or y. X has a 2. So if I make it x, so this 2 will disturb. But if I make a y subject, it bit easier. 8 minus 2x. So which I'm going to replace each one. X square plus 8 minus 2x whole square. 4 times 2, 8 minus 2x and minus 21 is equals to 0. X square, and what is this here? Squaring identity, first term square, 2 into first term, second term, plus second term square. 8 will come in first two bracket and 2x will come in next two bracket. Then 4 multiply inside the bracket, 4 8s are 32, 4 2s are 8x. Okay, now x square plus 64 and minus 8 4s are 32x and plus 4x square plus 32. And if I check it here, 32 minus 21, it's giving us 11 plus 11 minus 8x. So final form is 4x plus x square, we get a 5x square. And 32 and 8 give us 40. And from 64, when you add 11, it gives us 75. So I think so the students up till here is clear. Okay, and now we can, this is not a compulsory part. If you do it, good for us. And that is dividing by 5. So if I divide by 5 students, so I get here x square and 8 times and 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25. So I hope so students you understood. So now students we have to go for a factorization. I think 15, 5 3s are 15. So 5 3 times 15. Here x common from both and minus 3. So we are going to get, we have two answers. One is a 3 and one is 5. So both equation replace here. Okay. So y is equals to 8 minus 2x. Y is equal to 8 minus 2x. When I replace, so 3 to the 6 and y becomes 2. And y becomes negative 2. So coordinates of, what did he label AB? Not mentioned, but we can make it label, no problem. So 3, 2. And B, I'm writing 5 and negative 2. So this first part done. I hope so the point is very clear. And what is the next part? Find the circle as center C has 2 points intersection denoted by A and B, area of the A, B, C. So center involved and plus. It means center coordinates are is important to find. So let's go back. So first of all, I will do two jobs. I need equation of circle, which is x square plus y square plus 4y minus 21 equal to 0. So I'm shifting these two things on next page. And as a teacher, I suggest you, whenever you have this situation comes, especially question of circle. So please, you have to sketch equation number 1, and I'm going to compare with this x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, equation number 2. And here x is not there, students. So what I will do, I will write here plus 0x. Now if I compare this and this, so I will get 2g is equals to 0 and 2f is equal to 4. So, okay, so g becomes 0 and f becomes 2. So center of circle is turned to be, we must change the signs of both is a rule of the topic. So 0, negative 2 is a center of circle. Though radius is not required, but it's good to do because just for knowledge and even is easy for the diagram making. F square plus g square and negative 2 root of the whole. Negative c, sorry, negative c. So if I plug in this 0 plus 4 and c value is negative 21, which make us plus 21. So r becomes 5. So students, I think I can make a diagram easily now. Without diagram, this question will become a little bit hard. Okay, 0, -2. Negative x is 0, y -2. X0, y -2. Naturally, where x0, y -2? Below here. 2 units downwards. And then radius is a 2 and radius is a 5. So 100% circle will go like this. So I'm going to make it now. First of all, okay. Now students, where is center of circle? Center of circle lies on y-axis. Here, center of circle. And this is x0 and y -2. Okay, and radius is 5, this difference is 5. And you know is a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So if there's a 5 and this, if I go 2 units upwards, we get a, look at, I'm just marking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think slightly 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is a line of x-axis. This is a line of y-axis. And this point, I can say 3, 3. And I hope so clear. And this point, okay, so this is just roughly I made. Okay, now, and what is said further, we get a line and line coordinates. If you look at carefully, students, on top, 3, 2, x is 3, y 2. Where is x is 3, y 2, x is 3, and y 2? And he labeled this as a B coordinate, or where is a x? So x is 5, y -2. X is 5, x is 5, x is 5 somewhere here, and -2. So it means it is somewhere here. This is A coordinate, x is 5, y -2. Let me recheck once again, and this is center of circle. So we got three things. Let me recheck finally. 3, 2, and 5, -2. X is 5, y -2, and x is 3, y +2. Okay. Uh, let me check here. Basically, students, this circle diagram is not exact, but it's rough only. And basically, we are having same line. We are getting the same line. I mean to say, this is because coordinate of the y is same. Only the okay. I think there's no need. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so now I'm going to make a triangle, students. So, what is the method to do? We have to find the area of triangle. So we use a concept, you remember, student, when we join A with a B and we draw a perpendicular, this always cut in a from midpoint. So this I will count as midpoint. So this distance and this distance equals to each other. There's a rule of topic, student. Whenever we have a circle, and we have a chord, we draw a perpendicular, it will cut equal points. Not even here, even we have here, draw a perpendicular, this is a cut equal. So it means what to get, and if I make a triangle, this triangle, so I need to find CM distance, I need to find AB distance. So two distances I'm looking for. But first of all, how to get M? M is a midpoint. I'm going to find midpoint. So midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y plus, this is clear. And I'm getting here 4, 0. So I'm finding now distance of CM. So what is the CM distance? It is a very clear. So CM distance, so 0 minus 4, 0 minus 4 whole square, and -2 minus 0 whole square. So 16 plus 4, 20. 20, so we got a 20 root cm distance. So I got a perpendicular. Now I'm going for AB distance. AB distance I can find. So 3 minus 5 whole square and 2 minus plus 2 whole square. And here I get 4 and 8 and here. So again root 20. So what is area formula, students? Area formula is half into base into height. Base is AB and height is CM. So half into root 20 into root 20 and root cancel out. We got a 20 and ultimately 10 units square is the area of circle. I hope so. You understand the concept. Second part was a little bit difficult, but I hope so. If you have an idea, you can do the property of circle. You must know it. I hope so. Point is question number 11, students. We have a curve passes through this point, and such that we given this equation of curve. Sorry, we have given dy. And you know, what, student, when we okay, that part later. First of all, you're asking equation of normal. So job number 1, this 4 replace in equation. So I will find basically at x is equals to 4. When I will plug in, it will give us directly gradient of the tangent. So 4 square 16. And what I'm putting 4 to the 8 out of 8, 3 gone, 5, so 25. So so if we check it in fraction form, is giving us 9 over 8, 9 over 10. This is a tangent, and what about the normal? So naturally, normal is negative reciprocal. 10 will go up, 9 will go down, and sign must change. Now, students, we are going to find this is done. Okay, equation of the normal because he's asking. And just once again, I check because derivative was done already. So 4 square 16, so 8 over 16 minus 10 divided by 4 twos are 8. Yeah, out of 8, 3 gone 5. So 25. Oh, there's a typing error in calculator. So basically, we are getting here not 9 by 10. This is coming 1 by 10. Tangent 1 by 10. And normal is negative 10. Okay, student is done. After this, what equation of the normal? Y minus y1 m times 2 normal x minus x1. Y1 is what? We don't have y coordinate. So this four, sorry, we have y coordinate, the top three mentioned. So y minus 3, and this is a negative 10, and x minus 4. So I'm going to multiply inside negative 10x and plus 40. And finally, he said this format. So it means y is equals to negative 10x and plus 43 is our final answer. Rate of change of gradient. He said rate of change of gradient when x is 4. So gradient gradient means dy over dx. So rate of change of gradient. So we have to differentiate once again. This is d. Okay, I will not rewrite dy dx. I will write m here. So 8x to power negative 2 and 10 2x to negative power negative 2. So this basically I have taken from there, and now he's saying rate of change of gradient. So dm by dt is my task, but so first of all, I will find dm by dx. And power comes down, negative 16, power 1 less. And power, this negative 2 comes down. We get a 20, and power 1 less becomes negative 3 into 2. This 2 comes the base derivative. 3 has 0 and 2x2, that is why 2 I wrote. Simplify maximum, I bring it down, and plus 40 over 2x minus 3 to power 3. This is called differentiation of gradient at x is equals to 4 when I plug in dm over dx. So negative 16 over 4 to power 3 and 14 over, so 4 twos are 8, 8 minus 5, 5 to power 3. And when I calculate, I check it dm by dx. So I'm getting 7 over 100. For this reason, we are looking for uh, this equation of curve. So I need this one. Basically, copy, and before point is 43 already given. 0.43 already given. 0.43 already given. So we have 2.43 and negative 1 in Q. So this is dy over dx. Students, we know when you differentiate y, we get dy over dx. And if I want to go back, this is called curve equation. So integrate. So right now we are on this level, we have to integrate, so integrating. I'll get a y here, sign of integral. So rest is same, I hope so, the concept is clear. I'm going to integrate, students, increase a power by 1, so I got negative 1 divided by same. And here increase our power by 1, negative 1, and negative 1 into 2. This 2 come from the base derivative. 3 has 0 and 2x is 2. So that 2 is coming down, and plus c. Simplify the maximum before we plug in, and minus this 5 and 5 over 2x minus 3 and plus c. And now, students, we are going to plug in the data. So first of all, plug in x4 and y3. So 3 is equals to negative 2, and 4 twos are 8, out of 8, 3 gone, 5, 1. So c values turn to be 4 with us. 4. And put back in equation is here. So we are getting negative 8 over x plus 5 over 2x plus 3 minus 3, sorry, and plus 4. Equation of curve is done, but is it our required target? No. He said this point lies and find q. So x value is 1 and y value is q. So I'm replacing y value q, and x value replaced by minus 1. So q is equals to positive 8 because negative, okay. And negative 1 here I'm putting here. So I got a negative 5 and I got a minus 1 plus 4. And 12 minus 1, 11. So I hope so the point is very clear, and q is done as well. So question is completely clear. So that's it. Paper is completely done, and best of luck for your upcoming exam. May Allah help you and pray for me. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.